Hey guys, Okendale here, and I have officially completed LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. This video will be my review of the game. And yes, I did beat it on launch day as, well, I got early access. If I were to give this game a score out of 10, I would give it an 8. It's a very solid and fun game, but it's definitely not without its problems. So yeah, let's get into this review. This is the second DC game 100% completion review, and there'll be more to come soon. So yeah, now let's get into the review. First thing I want to talk about is the gameplay. I feel like the gameplay is very, very fun. It's kind of like Suicide Squad, where it's a fun gameplay, but I mean, it's very much lacks depth, which I mean is fine. It's a LEGO game, so it's more understandable here than in Suicide Squad, but still lacks a little bit of depth. I would have liked more, but it's still really fun. And then stealth is very much bad. It's kind of like the Spider-Man game stealth. It's just not very fun, in my opinion. One of the things that I just loved in this game was the Batcave customization. There's so much you can do, ranging from these Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight statue things that you can get with the DLC, Batman Beyond ones, and the guitar ones are also other DLCs, but I didn't really have them in my Batcave. And then there's also a ton of like villain memorabilia, Batman memorabilia, but I definitely think there could have been much cooler other Batman and villain stuff. Like it's very limited in where you can place stuff and how much stuff there is to place. I'll get into it later, but there's something with the Batman 1966 that just kind of weirded me out. So yeah, but I spent a couple hours customizing the Batcave, which is why I didn't finish before launch day. Definitely could have finished before, but I think I had like 5 or something like that hours just customizing this Batcave to what I wanted it to be. I really like it. It's got a villain section, Batman section in the 100% in the 1966 area, and yeah, that's about it, to be honest. And then I have a bunch of, in the other areas, I have a bunch of random cool stuff that I liked. So yeah. I definitely wish that the big coin wasn't like a addable thing and it was more of a thing that's in the cave that's really big, because I feel like it's not very visible in the cave, which is something I don't like as much. So yeah, that's it for the customization of the Batcave. Another thing I really liked in this game was the costumes and references and vehicles. Like there's just a wide variety of stuff, mostly from the movies. One thing I think they should add is more animated characters, like Beware the Batman from 2004, and the Caped Crusader show. I think that those were definitely needed in this game, but other than that, I think they have pretty much everything. They have a ton of cool stuff. Just I wish some of the animated shows were more in it. Maybe add more Batman Beyond, or not Batman Beyond, Batman the Brave and the Bold. I think that just the skin and not the car was definitely a missed opportunity. But I do also like that all of the movies, shows, and a lot of comic book references and just overall meme references in this game, they were just all really fun, really cool, and it really added to the charm of this really great game. We'll get more into it later, but it kind of carried the story in some certain places for me. So yeah, let's get into some of my favorite suits in this game. I really like this classic suit. I know you get it for pretty much 100%. You get it for all the Riddlers, but I really liked it. Another suit I liked was the golden suit. I know you have to spend $80 for it, but I really liked it with the red bricks. It can just glow. It just looks really, really cool in my opinion. So yeah, I love this suit. I wish this one was a real minifigure. It would be awesome. These ones too. I really want the Arkham figures as real figures. These 3 sets need to happen. New Batmobiles. Absolute Batman looks awesome. Love they added it. Alright, now we're on Jim Gordon. I liked his Arkham suit and his animated series suit. Those are my 2 favorites. For Catwoman, I liked her Absolute suit and her Arkham suits. Those 2 are my favorites. And I really also like this mask piece for the 2022. I like a lot of Robins, like the animated series in 66. the video game suit and the Teen Titans Go suit. The Arkham suit is super cool, and the 66, and the animated series, and the new Batman Adventures. Those are all another 4 for Batgirl. To me, Nightwing is a little bit disappointed. I like his animated series and Arkham trilogy, but other than that, his suits are really disappointing in my opinion. I didn't really like his suits in this game. Oh, and how could I forget about the spiky hair classic suit? It's just so awesome. I love this. I also don't think Talia has many great suits, but I really only like the animated series and Arkham City suits for her. And even then, they're okay. I hate Bald Robin, though. I think that the collectibles in this game are also really fun. I enjoyed to collect the Riddler and Clue Master, all those puzzles. Those were fun. And I liked the Wayne Tech caches. Some of them, they could be pretty fun, to be honest. The AR challenges and animal missions were also pretty entertaining, in my opinion. I liked those a lot, too. One thing I did not like, however, was these stupid-ass Batman symbols. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the early access people don't have a guide, so I had to find all 50 of these individually by myself. I only missed 5, but JSockBax made a video when I was able to find the rest. So thank you. But yeah, you get this cool dinosaur, I guess. And that leads me into another pretty bad thing, in my opinion, which was the side missions. There was only 2. Yep, 2 side missions in this game. You know what they were? They were heists with Catwoman, and then they were the Killer Croc missions. The heists with Catwoman were super boring, in my opinion. I didn't enjoy them. They were basically just another puzzle room. They just weren't interesting to me, and I didn't like the story behind it, to be honest. And the Killer Croc, man, it's just a crime scene like 8 times. I thought there was gonna be a cool boss fight with him, but no, it's just a basic brute enemy. It's so stupid. I don't like it at all. And one other thing, what happened to the bosses in this game? There was like 4 or 5. There was Raish at the start, which was, you were Bruce and you basically just had ninja stars, so it's really, he's kind of just like a sword enemy, and they're really easy to deal with, so he was a really easy boss. Then there was Penguin, which actually was pretty fun. I liked Penguin. Penguin was fun. Poison Ivy, also pretty fun. And then Mr. Freeze, he was okay. I thought he was pretty fun, but I don't know. I think I was too overpowered for him because he seemed really easy compared to the others. And then you get to the last 2, which was Bane and Talia, which just weren't good bosses, in my opinion. They just seemed really, really easy when I did them, and I think that there should have been some cool set pieces or something to set it apart from the basic boss fights, because really they were kind of disappointed, in my opinion. Yes, I know it's a Lego game, but I mean, come on. It's kind of, the boss, like, patterns got stale. It's like they start off, there's 2 phases each time. It's just really, really boring, and the first stage is always just not fun, in my opinion, and the second stage is when it actually gets fun. Because first stage, they're just on the ground and you fight them, and then they're really easy to hit, and then second stage they get like some beef boss thing. Except for Bane and Talia, which are my 2 least favorite bosses. And Raish. But those are my 3 least favorite bosses. So there is a reason. They're just not enjoyable. It doesn't change much. They're just a basic enemy reskin, basically, in my opinion. Except for Talia, but Talia just wasn't fun. Like, I'm sorry, but Talia is the main villain of this game. Really? We couldn't... Nah, I don't like that. Because then what's the point of having her be a playable character if she's the main villain? Like, I don't... Why is she helping Batman save Gotham? I don't understand this, because she doesn't get redeemed at the end, which leads me into my story problem, which the story just falls so flat at the end. I thought it was really good until Chapter 3, where I think Chapter 3 started rushing things really fast. Like, Two-Face, he's 1 mission and then he's out. You never have a boss with him, you just see him and he's out. Really disappointing. And that's the same with a lot of people in this game, like Deadshot. Like, the Arkham Asylum section is really fun in Chapter 5, but all the characters are just, like, reskinned normal enemies, and they're just really easy to take out. It just really disappointed me, especially with the lack of bosses. And like, where's Clayface? Where's Clayface in this game? He has a movie coming out soon, and you're telling me he didn't even appear in this game? Like, what the hell? It's crazy to me that he just doesn't appear in this game. I love Clayface, and it's so disappointing me that he wasn't in this game. What I think this game needed was better, like, chapter, like, differentiation. Like, chapter 1 and chapter 2, I think they were good. Maybe I think you combine chapter 1 or chapter 2 and chapter 3 into one chapter. That way you have the 89, like you have the Schumacher ones and also the Burton ones all combined into one story. And then you can move on to the next chapter, which is maybe like the animated series, where you do all the animated series in one, like Brave and the Bold and all that. 2004, Caped Crusader, and yeah. And then chapter 4, you've got the Nolan ones. Chapter 5, you can get the Arkham series, and yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that would have been so much better, because then you could have had all the villains from the previous chapters appear in this one and the next one, but have a different design for that series, that theme around the series. I think that would have been a lot. That's what I assumed the game was going to be going in. I guess I had too high of expectations, because when the game finished, I was like, okay, so they showed pretty much everything in this game except for the Christopher Nolan stuff with Talia, and I don't know, that was weird. But yeah, overall I'd say the story was rushed, especially after chapter 2, but especially after chapter 5. After chapter 5 it goes way too quick. Like, Talia being the main villain and then defeating her is like insanely quick turnaround, and yeah, just didn't care for it, really. I know it's a Lego game, but I don't know. It was so good. Chapters, the prologue, chapter 1, chapter 2, that pacing was great. And then it just like went way too quick after that, to be honest with you. And two quick things to wrap this up. I'm sorry, but Joker doesn't have a boss fight in this game? Like, what? Like, isn't that crazy? I thought that the chapter 5 was going to lead up to the boss fight with Joker. But no, he never has a boss. You fight him as Red Hood, not a boss. Fight him as the Joker in 1989, not a boss. You fight him on the Tumbler, not a boss. It's crazy to me. Like, I don't know. He appears 3 times and not a one boss fight with him? That's disappointing, to be honest. One last thing I'll say is I loved the Arkham Asylum mission. I thought it was incredible. I know I'm biased because I love the Arkham games, but man, it was awesome to hear the chime, Officer Balls, and then the Joker laugh after. That was really funny in my opinion. And I also liked the Scarecrow design and fighting all those enemies. I just wish there were mini bosses at least. They were just normal enemies. That's my only complaint about that mission. Other than that, I loved that mission. And finally, we've come to the 100% completion reward. You know what you get for 100% completion? This. You get the 1966 Batmobile car in this. Like, it's just confusing to me. Like, why? This is what we get? I can drive this in the open world. Why would I want this on display in this tiny corner? When it said Batcave 66 unlocked, I was like, holy crap, we can customize this Batcave to be like the 66 one? No, this is what it means by the 66 Batcave. And the one reference to 1966 in the character trophies, or the two, there's the little cardboard cutout where you put your face in that's here. But then there's also the surfboard. You can't fit the surfboard down here. It's so stupid to me. Like, let me put the surfboard down here. It's one of 2 references to the 1966 Batmobile, and I can't put it down here? Like, jeez, man. Also, one more thing before I end this video. I want to make it clear, I loved this game. This game was amazing, incredible, and a lot of my stuff is minor nitpicks other than the story and the villains, but I absolutely adored my time with this game. That's why I finished it straight up finished it in like 3 days. If I didn't like this game, I wouldn't play it for so long. So yeah, I just think that the developers did an amazing job. It's just, maybe in DLC you could add a ton more villains, ton more side content, side missions that are actually good. That's my only real thing with this game, is that the villains and the story were very disappointing, but other than that, loved this this game. It was incredible from start to finish. So yeah, bye guys.